Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Episode 9 officially. I know last one.
Nueve. Yep.
Last one, I wasn't too sure. I got a little ahead of myself. Pause.
Yeah, Nueve. Double digits next, though. Double digits next.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. We're one step at a time. One step at a time.
I think every episode we're getting a little better.
No, I like the growth, man. It's like, watering a small flower and just watching it grow. It's just got to take its time.
Yeah, but it needs to take its time, but it needs to hurry the fuck up, though.
No, for sure.
At the same time.
Yeah, but with all this new information out there, it's like, whoa.
There's been a lot of shit going on. A whole bunch of quote unquote content.
It's almost like sometimes it's information overload, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
crazy.
like, shit, man. There's been probably, 25 shootings since Texas? 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago?
That's a fact.
I don't want to start every damn podcast with the mass shootings, but I think we need to do that just to make people aware how really fucking crazy it is out here.
Yeah, it's getting really wild, honestly. It's almost really out of hand. Apparently, there's another mass shooting, too, that just happened. So
when, today?
It says June 9, mass shooting in Maryland.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know the details. I would have to play the video, but we could possibly get demonetized, so I'll have to more so read up on it. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But another one. Another one. And that was the first piece of news that I read in, one of my sources that I kind of check out every so often. And first thing it said, another mass shooting. These percentages are going up.
Oh, yeah. It ain't safe. It's not safe out here.
We did kind of predict, we didn't have the show at the time up, but, we did predict that it was going to get crazy after the pandemic.
Yeah, it was going to get nuts.
But, to this level where it's just bare mass shootings, I thought it would have been just a lot more on the LA, California home invasion kind of thing. People people might get a little desperate and just try to pick up on things. But the way that's going, man, it's just really getting out of hand, man. Honestly, just more mass shootings everywhere, man.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure you got another 2 in the tuck. Not you want to talk about mass shootings, but I'm pretty sure you got a few in the tuck.
Shit, man.
It's pretty crazy. But the problem is that the percentages has gone up when the technology has gone up, and that's honestly a huge problem. When you really think about it, our intelligence should have gone up with the technology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told you, I was we're devolving into the purge.
And yeah, I get technology makes things easier. Hey, you don't have to get up and turn on a light. You don't have to necessarily get up and turn on a TV or
turn on everything.
Which I get. That's cool, but at the same time, that shouldn't
you would think, right? In a civilization when we were kids, we used to watch this type of stuff on the Jetsons and futuristic type shows, stuff that we just take for granted, talking to a watch, talking to people, you know what I mean?
But what I don't get is how do you get
wireless headphones?
But how do you get dumber, right? Actually installing those apps and using that technology. How?
Because I think it takes away a lot of critical thinking. All the things that we used to have to try to do and use ingenuity and all types of shit, it's just done for us. Literally.
I get it, but
the act of looking into an encyclopedia for information, that's gone.
But you have to have the wherewithal to actually just sync all these things. So how can you not, for real, how can you not be able to just keep it together? I'm not saying, the sanity, I get people lose their cool sometimes, things happen, but how are we devolving that fast, that much with this much information, this much?
I think it's information overload.
Yeah, you're right.
When you sit here and think about it, bro, in the last 20 years, right? Since 2000, 22 years.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been such an advancement in technology. It's in 20 years, we advanced the same time it took the Roman civilization to advance type of shit in 1,000 or 2,000 years. That type of shit. Like, you know, the Industrial Revolution, when like steam power and all of that shit revolutionized, that was still like 100-something years. Like, it was a long little process.
Nah, that
electricity was shorter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like now it's like everything is instant. Everything is instantaneous. And
I agree.
And along with that instantaneousness, it's like you have the problem of like instantaneous anger, instantaneous anxiety, instantaneous flipping the fuck out and shooting people. Like they see it. How many people, like, I don't know this to be fact, obviously, but like there's like been 25 to 30 mass shootings since Uvalde. How many people were like, yo, I'm gonna shoot this shit up because they seen all of these fucking mass shootings?
True.
Like, I don't know, like, I don't know.
That's a good case in point, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not saying there's definitely causation, but there's definitely a correlation. Like, nigga, when we were in high school, it was Columbine. And then, like, that one random postal worker that shot up the post office.
Yeah, it was far and few in between.
The Michael Douglas movie.
Yeah, like, we weren't really getting that all the time.
There literally was Columbine, bro, and that was it.
Yeah, and now it's...
And then there was that nigga, like, in D.C., the D.C. sniper, the Jamaican cat, or the army cat that was picking people off from the van.
Yeah, I remember I think Star from Star and Buck Wild almost got fired for that one, but it was really the Aaliyah thing that he got fired for. But yeah, he actually, every time there was a victim, I know this sounds insensitive as hell, Star from Star and Buck Wild would play Another One Bites the Dust when there was a new victim. It was cold. It was cold. I'm not even gonna lie.
I remember those days, man.
Yeah. Star and Buck Wild.
Yeah, they were a little much. They were a little much.
A little Buck Wild, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like,
good times though. Still,
no, it still was some crazy times just to even like hear about that, see those things. But yeah, in those times, those were like it's almost crazy, but that was like the beginning of it, I guess. And you know, like, and
it wasn't even, because niggas was still like. Niggas still didn't know what was going on in the other parts of the country until, like, the news. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
I didn't know 15 minutes ago that there was a fucking robbery in Beverly Hills like I do now. You know what I mean? I didn't know what Michael Jordan did with his leisure time. Like, it was mythical. Things were still like, oh shit. I mean, like, do you remember when the riots happened?
They almost solved the...
Do you remember the riots?
Yeah, I do remember the
riots. In California?
Yeah.
Like, bro, that was it.
I mean,
that was it for about a month. The riots.
But they almost solved, like, just from having this technology, they pretty much solved the Taxstone and, like, Troy Ave shooting through, you know, like, those type of things get solved very quickly now with this phone. With this.
I mean, like, Big Brother's out there. Everything is recorded. Like, privacy is almost...
Oh, it's completely non-existent for the most part.
Even non-existent, bro.
If you're in a metropolitan area.
No, and I'm not even talking about like that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, back when we were growing up, privacy was like applauded. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
now it's almost like you're a heretic if you want to be private. Like, why? Like, it's like if you have a private life, it's almost a shame that it's like you're lying to people, because it's told for you to put all your business on Front Street.
Well, it's because it's for... Really, it's just so you know, it's basically everything is monetized right now, right? So that's the incentive for some of these people even trying to be online.
That's some of these people, but not everybody. Like, no, like, everybody isn't making money off of their life. Nobody cares.
No, that part's true. That part, you're all the way right on that. There's a lot of people that hasn't actually, like, you know, built up the audience to make any money to do that anyway.
Like, real talk, like, we do a whole bunch of fly shit all the time. Nobody gives a fuck.
No, for sure. But you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of times we don't actually put out that stuff too, you know, because they're still.
I don't need people to know like what the fuck I'm doing. Like that's the thing. Like, you know, I don't care for people to know what the fuck I had for lunch. I don't care for people really to know a bunch of shit. Like, I mean, when it okay, so like I'm an Android user, right? I have an iPhone too, but I'm an Android user, right?
I think that comes more from a generational thing, though. Even, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're the
everybody thinks that Instagram is their personal reality show.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
Not.
And it's like, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there, like, to 99.99996% of the people out there, like, nobody gives a fuck what you're doing.
1000%.
Nobody gives a fuck what I'm doing. Nobody gives a fuck what Clark's doing, unless they think they could get some attention.
No, that's a fact.
Doing the same thing.
No, that's a fact. Like, all right, check this, right? I was actually off the grid for when I first started the whole camera thing and finally picked up some equipment. I want to say this might have been my second shoot or third shoot. I can't quite remember. But we were shooting a scene, and like I'm with my other shooter, and we're shooting a scene, and it's like a scene for one artist, and he's like featured with T-Pain. So it's like, all right, it's a big shoot, right? I'm still off the grid. Mind you, I told you, this is like my third ever video shoot, wet behind the ears, whatever, right? And the craziest part about it was like at the end of the shoot, he's like, hey, man, the guy I was shooting with, he was like, hey, man, you need to hop back on social media. He's like, I know you decided to get off and, you know, chill out and disappear. And it's not like I just did it because I was like, I don't know. It's just paranoia of like everything. I wasn't even shooting any celebrity. I was just like, what's the point of having, you know, a bunch of hundreds of people or, you know, a couple thousand people knowing your everyday life? It just, I didn't see the point of it. And at that point, I was working for people, so I didn't have like my own business or anything like that. But, he broke it down like, hey, you have your own business and you need to show these things off. So I had to like go back in and reactivate a lot of these social media accounts like Facebook, Instagram. Actually, I made an Instagram that day of, actually. That was like my first day I made Instagram. Twitter I was already on, but wasn't active. I deactivated that, deactivated Facebook. MySpace was already a dub, you know what I'm saying? So like
long time.
Yeah, so it's just, I definitely understand not really caring about social media. If it wasn't for me and you and, you know what I'm saying, like people that we know were in this industry, I really wouldn't.
I mean, it's the biggest marketing tool.
No, it is though.
Right now.
Right now it is. Like
social media is fucking huge when it comes to selling nigga shit.
Oh, 1000%. And being from our actual background and upbringing and just from the generational time that we came from, you know, 80s babies, you know, late 80s babies, whatever, but we still went through all the technology advances, you know what I'm saying? Like you have, and even with games, we watched from Atari all the way up to PS5, all of that, you know what I mean? We watched AOL to dial-up to Wi-Fi, you know what I'm saying? So that's like huge steps. We watched a huge gig speed, everything, every name that you can call it, literally watched it and used it in real time. So the fact that we have that knowledge, yeah, there is times that, you know what I mean, it's almost kind of like you said, information overload and a little overwhelming. So you do kind of at times want to take a step back just to have a healthy look at things too. But when it comes to business, you got to be on it. You got to
1000%.
Got to be on it if it's business.
Like if you're not marketing, if you got a business or whatever, you have a product to sell, and if you're not marketing on social media, kill yourself. Like yo, the best form,
or listen to a Logic song, I don't know. The
best form of marketing still to this day is word of mouth. It's the highest ROI, right? Highest return on your investment. Social media is word of mouth on like 100 million, 1,000 billion, right? Like that's what social media is. That's what influencers are, They're telling you this is fire.
That's
you
true.
Get what I'm saying? And you're trusting their word of mouth.
That's true.
You see them in stuff. You see people in stuff. That's the word of mouth, essentially. Like, people have become a walking advertisement. They don't even know. And a lot of people aren't even getting paid.
True.
You know what I mean? They post. Jordan gets so much free advertising from us niggas. Fucking designers get so much free advertising from us niggas. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of free advertising that they get.
True.
For free. And they're paying all of these people millions of dollars for advertising, and they're getting all of this free shit.
That is true. And here's the thing, right? And here's the shift that social media has been actually driving to, right? Because we are like a marketing agency. We do ads, Google ads, things like that too on the day-to-day basis, 9 to 5 kind of thing with our own company. We don't work for anybody. We work with companies. So just to explain to you, right, what's actually been the shift for over the past few years is that social media was in the beginning, right, in the precipice of it, was actually just for brand awareness. Just for brand awareness, and that's how it started. Now, those brand awareness, those clicks are actually converting into sales. So that means
sales. You can shop directly through most of these social media apps.
My point is exactly.
Literally. And you can shop through Instagram.
And people are making those actual purchases. And if not, what's happening is the ads is following you all the way for you to just follow
until you be like, damn, nigga, all right,
until you
take
buy
my money.
Take the money. And then what happens is if you didn't buy it on Instagram, you bought it on their website, or you bought it from one of the distributors anyway. So they won one way or another down the road. And
9 times out of 10, you click the link through an Instagram post or something like that. That's not like the original link. So you're getting tracked. You know what I mean? Like,
all the way through. They're gonna check. They're gonna tell you how many times you've been on that website, how many times you decided to look at that ad, how many seconds did you even watch that ad, the video ad that they decided to rebroadcast to you, and
how long it took before you put something in your cart, to how long it took from you put something in your cart to you actually hit order.
And one better yet, for you guys that like to get the coupons after you put shit in your cart. You know what I'm saying? They have a percentage for your conversion rates on that too, and conversion rates means
that's a whole scheme. Don't think you're getting over.
Yeah, that's a whole thing too. You kind of are, depending on if it's a new company and the marketing team is new, but that's about it. Like, realistically, if a marketing team actually has some knowledge behind their game, you're going to be paying exactly the same or more. Just gonna tell you, man. That's just a little inside information. So yeah, just back to the main point though. Social media is now big. It's everywhere. You have to be on it. You have to be present, at least present there. And like I said, it should be promoting a business, not your personal business. You can get personal on there just to show that you are human. People do like human interaction. People do like those things. Once in a while, if you break it up, if you're more of a boutique business, right? They do like to see a little like, hey, I'm a normal person, and people be like, oh, and they'll come around. That's actually a strategy too. You don't like it's kind of sad that I know that, but it's true, right? You have to put out your personal life a little bit, but then you have to say, okay, let me get back to the business and get back on social media and use that social media a business. Don't put there's plenty of help out
Everybody
there.
Putting everything on social media though.
Bro, and there's
people putting all of their relationship business on social media like niggas really give a fuck. It's all comedy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like when I be seeing girls or niggas writing whole novels and talking about who did what to them and all of that other stuff, man. Like it's all just fun and games to me, bro. Like it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like I never understood it. Like growing up, like I said, you kept that shit in house.
Boy, oh boy. I don't think I've ever heard of any drama or anything like that until either you had to notice it when you were older, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know niggas was cheating on. I didn't know girls was getting cheated on. I didn't know niggas was getting cheated on. I didn't know people had a baby for this person while they were with this person. Like, I didn't know none of that.
You didn't really know your full neighbors.
I didn't know my neighbor. Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck they were doing inside their house.
Yeah, like you knew them, you knew their last name or whatever, like some simple stuff to say hi, bye, and whatever, like help out on some regular stuff if need be, right? Just to be a nice neighbor. But other than that, you didn't really see their drama, and it barely leaked outside the house. Barely.
Facts.
Barely.
Facts. Now everything is like, first thing niggas do is go to record this shit.
Exactly. My point.
Go to record this shit. Like, yep. I don't understand it. But honestly, it probably wasn't even for us to understand.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not. I don't live that. I don't live that life. So, you know, that's more so for some of the younger kids where like everything is out there.
Yeah. So like, let's say the neighbors thing, right? Let's just say we see two neighbors arguing outside. There's always somebody filming it. Like,
niggas never used to argue outside when I was a kid.
Barely.
Like, yo, bro.
Barely.
Like, I'm talking about adults.
No,
I'm not talking about like other kids and stuff like that. I'm talking about adults. I never seen people argue outside.
I might have
1,000%.
I probably only seen one or two in my life.
I maybe see somebody storm out of a house.
I seen that, but
I never seen like arguing on the sidewalk, arguing in the street.
Not to this level, for one. I've never like more in today's day and age. I've seen brawls outside now. Like, not in the past. I didn't see brawls happening. Kids would more street fight here and there. That would happen as kids. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I would see like a couple disagreements, but it wouldn't last long enough to where you would see either cops or it become a big deal. It's usually like a disagreement or something happened, and then it's just two adults talking after a while, right? But nowadays,
that's the first thing is let's go outside.
Yeah,
let's put it on Front Street.
Yeah, that's a huge problem.
Let's put it on Super Front Street.
That's a huge problem. And you know what, too? I'm wondering what goes on in people's head because, you know, I try not to put myself in that position of, like, having public embarrassment, you know what I mean? But, like, I wonder what honestly goes on in people's head when they see, like, the back of a phone. They see, like, 3 lenses being held up in a vertical manner. Like, and
I think they're desensitized to it. I'm just gonna go ahead and listen.
But listen. No, I'm not. I'm saying, but are you if something embarrassing just happened to yourself? Like if something embarrassing just happened to you, right?
All I know is when I see wild shit, like wild videos or some wild shit on YouTube or not YouTube, but like World Star. Yeah. It's a bunch of people pulling out their phones when mad embarrassing shit is happening to people.
No, of course. That's what I think kind of turns it up because it becomes like, let's say if somebody, obviously it's usually if somebody caused it, right? It caused that embarrassing moment, whatever it may be. Somebody trips, falls, or somebody pulls a chair. One of the oldest tricks in the book, right? If that were to go on, yeah, right? If that were to go on and that happens, and then now you see everybody pulls out the phone. I think people like after you see like 2, 3, 4 phones out, I think that's when those turn up parts happen because it's like something runs off in their mind, right? And it's like, hold on, man, you're just not gonna do me like that. And then whoever caused it, they gonna go get it. That's what I think. Because I
get it.
I think that's what makes that person turn up.
I get it, but at the same time, I don't really give a fuck about that shit. And nigga like me, I really and truly try to avoid being in those situations.
No, for sure. Like, yeah.
Like you, like growing up, you were taught like, yo, don't get embarrassed out here. No, you know what I mean? Like that was like one of the things. Like, yo, don't embarrass yourself and don't embarrass us.
No, for sure. That's 1,000%.
Now niggas don't give a fuck. I don't even think being embarrassed is even a thing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not caught on camera, it's not really
I just think they call that mental health issues at this point. Like dealing with embarrassment and stuff, like that's all lumped into the mental health. Mm-hmm. I don't want to call it an excuse because a lot of people are dealing with a lot of things, especially now. Like, who's not dealing with something?
I mean, after the pandemic, I would say not even the pandemic. I'm just talking about like. I think that just put an extra up on it.
Being that, like I said, information is so instantaneous. Like at this point, you ain't alone. You feel me? Like everybody's dealing with something.
Google it.
Like. No, you know what I mean? Like Metro Boomin, just, and shout out Metro Boomin and rest in peace to his moms and stuff. Metro Boomin just had his mother killed by her boyfriend or her husband, bro.
Yeah, that was absolutely like disgusting.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So like,
oh yeah,
as poppin' as Metro is, this nigga's going through the same shit. You feel me? So like, I don't know, fam.
I think it was just
it's tough.
I think it's just the way the world's going now, man. It's a nasty time. Like I said, people aren't
real nasty.
I don't think people are valuing lives right now. That's real.
I mean, for the past since the pandemic, dog. Like since the pandemic happened and all that free money was out there for a minute, and now all of that shit's like a lot of people who never really had money or had to deal with having a lot of money, that shit's dried up.
I mean, and
now people are going nuts. It's like you give a nigga, you give a fiend a taste. Listen, they're gonna coming back.
No, that's true. Like the way they set this up. Honestly, it's to get back right now. Anyways, like the government is collecting everything back through how much.
The PPP era is like the crack era in the 80s. The PPP era in the 2020s. Listen,
but what I'm trying to get at is what they're doing right now through inflation is getting back their money. You know what I mean? They're getting it back through overcharging through this gas. I don't know exactly how they collect, but I know they're taxing those gas companies, which is why they're charging so much.
Everything's expensive, bro. A plane ticket from LA to Vegas is like $1,000.
A new $100 bill is $1,000 bill. That's what it is right now.
What do you mean?
I think basically right now, the value of $100 bill, like as we knew it, is basically now $1,000.
Nah, I think you mean the other way. $100 is like $10.
Maybe.
I think that's what you mean, because that's like saying prices are back in like the 90s. It's not at all. Milk was like $1.75. Gas was like $1.08.
I did say that in reverse. So yeah, you're right. $100 bill is like a $10 bill. $1,000 bill is like a $100 bill.
Yes,
it's just devalued right now.
1,000%.
And it's to the point, right? Where
I saw gas was like $8 in California.
You know when we pulled off the other day, just for me to like fill that little above half the tank was like nearly $50. And that was at a discounted rate. And that was at a discounted rate. So just imagine.
Prince Nassim bin some, they banking right now.
Imagine if I had to get gas by the airport.
Oh yeah, you probably spend like $80 to fill up your tank, maybe.
Just from half to fill it if I was by the airport. That's crazy.
Yeah, but don't fill your gas tank by the airport. That's like number one rule.
That's suicide. That's straight up. If you ever have to get gas by the airport, just get enough to get some gas somewhere else. That's it.
Yeah, don't wait. Especially if you got a rental, you got to take that shit back to the airport. Listen, you don't want that gas fee, and you don't want to pay that airport area gas fee either.
Yeah, just fill
that shit's crazy.
Fill it past F and you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be all right.
Man. But shit, man. Like, hopefully some good news. There's like a couple of pieces of good news that's come out. Like, there was a drug trial that, like, cured cancer in everybody.
Oh, shit.
Like, yeah, some wild shit, bro. Like, everybody went into remission after taking this shit. So, like, maybe there's some hope.
Nah, that's big. That's big time, actually. That's not something that just sneeze at.
You know what I mean? I think cancer's maybe touched. Cancer's like 7 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon at this point. I think, like, everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's had their life affected by it. So, like, to see that there's, like, some hope.
It's crazy.
Like, can you imagine that we don't have to, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but, like, we don't have to see those V Foundation commercials and hear the speech 100 million times and just see all of that suffering. Like, I'm glad.
Oh, big time.
I'm glad. Like 1,000%. And that gives like a little hope for, like, other things. Like, yo, if they can like fight cancer, then, like, yo, I mean, if they can kick cancer, AIDS is damn near done.
Yeah, apparently.
You get what I'm saying?
You know,
like,
there's a pill that shuts down, like, HIV, right?
Yeah, niggas, like, yo, they're long time.
Yeah, for a while. Just, it's not promoted that much, but it's there. It's out there.
Like I said, I remember when I was in middle school, man, we had to like bring in science reports and do something like every week in class, right? There was like a cure for AIDS in, like, France or some shit. There was like a whole newspaper article that I brought in, and it worked like a really high percentage in, like, Black and Hispanics and, like,
this was like in
ethnics.
96, 97, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
Right?
I was younger, but I definitely remember.
But it was like, it only worked like 20% in white males. So they weren't passing that shit. The FDA said, hell to the fuck nah.
No. We're not doing that.
You know what I mean? But, like, yeah, man, technology is a good and a bad thing, but everything's a good and a bad thing at this point.
Nah, big time.
Right? Like, technology is probably, like, the cause, or not the cause, but, like, it helps foster a lot of the good in the world, but at the same time, it helps foster a lot of the fucked up.
And the lazy shit, too. Like, I mean, there's a lot of lazy shit going on with the technology, and it does make people essentially more lazier. And, yeah, it can make them more, quote-unquote, docile, stupid, whatever word you want to use. But we still need it. It's always going to grow.
Yeah, man, I need that PlayStation 6 right now.
But, and not even just that, like, if there's anything that you should actually always stay on top of is what technology is doing. That's
Bro, do you remember laser discs?
Oh, yeah, that was a
Oh, my God. I thought that was going to be the wave of the future.
The big-ass disc?
Big-ass records.
Hell nah.
Before DVD players.
You know what's funny? I seen a laser disc, but I also seen a laser disc at the same time I seen a DVD. Almost. The first time I saw a laser disc was in school, obviously. Yeah.
And it was like, you know, pull out the laser disc for, like, sex ed.
That's what it was. I seen it there.
And I was like, yo, what is this? Right? And I'm thinking, like, oh my God, we're in the future. Little do I know that shit is a dead technology. And the only technology when it comes to recordings, porn decides it. Surprisingly. Whatever porn goes with, that's where technology goes. Like, say, for instance, between beta and VHS. Porn went VHS, beta died.
I mean, honestly.
Laser discs, porn went DVD, laser disc died.
Like, honestly, just if you want to just, like, call out the numbers in porn and stuff like that by comparison of like any other entertainment, right? Porn usually kills it on the internet by a mile.
1,000%.
So like, and you can do a quick little experiment. Just go ahead, search any.
Oh, ski.
Yeah.
Listen,
Look, just check any site and just there's a bunch of boxes and you're gonna see numbers of views right by them. Just scan through it real quick. Within 3 to 5 seconds, you're gonna see high ass numbers left and right.
Pornhub killing World Star.
And then just go on YouTube and just do the same thing and just see like which numbers are actually doing more. And chances are it's probably
Lana Rhodes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're talking about, I'm not telling you to go in the search bar and try to find the best one. I'm just literally saying just go on there and just go from left to right and see what the views are on any semi-popular one. You know what I mean?
Don't look up fucking God's plan and then be like, oh, look at this.
Yeah, no, of course. That's going to destroy it. But obviously, like, just regular videos of regular people, because that's what porn.
Shit, I don't know if the Kim Kardashian tape is. I don't know.
I would have probably did crazy numbers.
I don't know. That's probably killing God's plan. That's killing shit.
I mean, honestly, let's just.
Tommy and Pam is probably killing God's plan.
Let's just say this: Bad Baby made what, $50 million on her OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
So there you go.
She was doing like topless shit. Like I don't know what she was doing.
Doesn't even matter. I didn't even see it, but I'm just saying, doesn't matter. She allegedly made $50 million. And
she bought a big crib though.
Apparently, she showed receipts and everything, right?
Yeah. So they make money off of OnlyFans. Niggas is degenerates.
So that's all I'm saying. Like whether it's porn or not, people want to see that type of shit, and those numbers are always up.
Shit.
They say sex sells, and that is
sex. Listen, I said,
it don't sell. It charges you and walks up to you.
Sex
you
been,
know what I mean?
Sex been selling since life been life. You get what I'm saying? Since sex been sex.
Yeah.
Since like they always say, it's the oldest profession.
Oh yeah, no, it's the oldest profession, and at the end of the day, man, like
it's the oldest business.
Been there. Ain't no been there like whole been there.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
And you know who know that better than anybody?
Hey man, church.
Nah, not church. Your boy.
Which one?
I don't want to bring down black QBs, but Deshaun.
Oh yeah, nah, he's been doing. He's trying to get Chamberlain.
Yeah,
numbers.
I've been like we've been avoiding this conversation. We've been avoiding this conversation for a good little minute.
He's still making
because I've been trying to let it play out. You know what I mean? Like see what's going on. Mm-hmm. But 66 massage therapists, my nigga, in 17 months.
It's kind of strong, but he is an NFL player.
That nigga is sick. He's a great quarterback, but the thing that I don't get, right? The thing that bugs me the most is that he's in Houston. So what's up with the massage therapist, bro? You could have had a couple of strippers on retainer, a few. You're in Houston. There's girls that look like Beyonce walking down the street. It's like Russia with supermodels. There's literally Beyoncés everywhere in Houston. In Texas.
Maybe he feels safer with the massage therapist.
But my nigga.
I don't know. I'm just, But, I mean, honestly, quick question.
66? The New York Times is saying at least 66?
Is the man single?
I don't think so.
I mean, I haven't heard one complaint from his chick or his baby mama.
Come on, bro.
We would have heard something.
We
would have heard something if it was.
Listen, dog. Money talks. I'm not saying nothing. It happens both ways, bro.
Nah, for sure. But
I done seen niggas do some wild shit.
Nah, but we would have heard
just the same.
We would have heard something from the BM or his girl by now. After 66 chicks, you heard from Vanessa Bryant. First quarter after the one white chick, you know what I'm saying, from Colorado. First quarter. Kobe crying. My dog Kobe was crying quickly.
Vanessa.
I have not seen.
He got her out of high school though.
Deshaun ain't married. I think he's single. just popping.
Ready to bigger, but bro, like let's be for real, bro.
No, he needs to choose.
I know niggas is. Listen,
he needs to choose a better outlet.
As a nigga,
he needs to choose a better outlet.
As a nigga,
let's keep that all the way real.
As a nigga, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out. I'm just gonna put it out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Niggas is disgusting.
Mm.
Like, come on.
66 is kind of wild. I'm not
saying Deshaun. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, you're saying niggas? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, niggas dirtbags. A lot of women are dirtbags too, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say,
niggas is dirtbags.
It's not.
You feel me? Like, it's not a secret.
It's not a.
It's not a secret.
First of all, it's not a one-way street. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street of the dirtbaggery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole language. It's a whole art form of dirtbagness. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak fluent in it, but I've seen it happen. I've seen it move. You know what I mean?
Every nigga has probably spoken fluent in dirtbag in a minute. Like, what point in their life?
I mean, you're not saying who hasn't done the dirts now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like,
the dirtbaggery has been around. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely been around for sure.
But like, damn, dog. Like, talk about like. This is like his Tiger Woods moment, and he's not that great yet.
Yeah,
like when all this shit came out, like, all right. But like, come on, like when it hit at first 20,
yeah,
like just like
he's trying to do
right.
He's trying to
do.
And
then there was a couple more that started popping up, and they got to 24, and then now 66. Another 42.
He's trying to do Wilt numbers. That's all it is. And, let the man live. He's supposed to be like the...
Okay, here's the other part of it, right?
Yeah.
That nobody talks about. Mm-hmm. How many massage therapists are bad? Like, I'm just going to keep it a bean, right? I've had a few massages in my life, and I really cannot tell you that I've had a bad one. So, like...
Can I counter? Have you seen... the massage therapists in Houston? It's
not just in Houston though.
They might be bad.
Like, but
they could be bad over there. That you said the strippers are.
Oh, I mean, but those are strippers.
But I get it. Who says they don't work by day as a massage therapist?
I don't know, bro. I'm just going with the numbers.
I'm just saying.
I'm just going with the number. I'm just going with the numbers, right?
I'm just playing this defense lawyer right now.
I'm just going with the numbers, bro. You got to be searching to find some bad ones.
He's my client right now. I'm just offending him.
Like, you got to be searching. Like, for real, for real. I'm sure they're out there. You know what I mean? Oh, rub and tug and all of that stuff.
I'm not saying there's
happy endings.
I'm not saying there's 66 different bad ones.
That's what I'm saying. 66, bro.
But could there be
67?
But could there be 40?
I don't know.
I think they could.
I don't know, bro. 40?
A couple
40?
A couple graduation classes.
40?
He might, but
like people don't even like doing physical labor anymore, bro. So I don't even know how many bad bitches want to be massage therapists.
But to be fair, might not. But also, I heard a lot of the women in Houston are fine though. Like, or they got
Beyonces all over the place.
They either fine.
I'm gonna stick with that.
Or they either fine.
I don't know if they can sing, but they bad.
Nah, I know, but if they either fine or if they got the body parts and all that, it's one of the two. So yeah, I think it could be,
bruh. 66 though, bruh. Like, come on, like. I'm saying. Just think about
I'm saying maybe at the best he probably got 40 bad ones, but realistically,
I'm not even just like, bro.
I'm hoping he's shooting 50% of bad.
66.
But then again, he is a quarterback, the star quarterback of that city. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's.
Listen, the Cowboys run. The Cowboys run all of Texas. I'm just gonna. He's second fiddle to Dak. I'm just gonna put that out there.
No, I mean that's obvious.
Dak could go 9-8 for the rest of his career, bruh.
Nah, Dak.
And he's second fiddle to Dak, bro.
For sure, he was always gonna be. Now he's in Cleveland Browns.
Oh my God,
listen,
bro.
but all he has to do is get to the playoffs with the Cleveland Browns and do well.
Yeah, but dog.
And he's going to get to the Pro Bowl.
Like, bro, this nigga.
He going to slide through
this. Bro, this nigga got a problem, bro.
I know, but he going to slide through this. This is the funniest part.
I know he is. He
gonna slide through this.
I know he going to slide through it, bro. But this is one of those moments when you be like, damn, dog, this shit look bad. Like, I know this nigga going to slide, but it be just like, damn, dog, I can't cover up for this shit. Like, this shit look horrible.
My thing is, was any of this like reported? Like,
it wasn't illegal.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not illegal, but it's just. But a lot of dirtbaggery isn't illegal.
No, I get it. I told you I'm his defense lawyer. So like, what I'm trying to say is, right? Like, what did he actually do illegal, and why wasn't that illegal action reported?
I think
immediately.
I think he was supplied with NDAs from the team. I think that's the shit that's popping up now. That the Texans were giving him NDAs to give to these massage therapists.
So, what you're saying is,
yep, I am.
66 people got to get sued. No, I'm playing, but. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, I don't know how he gonna play this, but like, bro, you look real crazy trying to be like, nah, you know.
But this is a class action suit, though, right?
It's not class action. No? It's just a lot of bitches.
So they're all individually suing him.
Yes, 22. No.
With all different.
There's
lawyers.
not 60 something bitches suing him. 24 of them are all suing him. I think maybe 1 or 2 are separate, and the other like 20 whatever are with this one guy.
Okay. Well, damn.
Yeah, bro, like I was saying, it's kind of crazy, dog. Like, boy. You just kind of.
And Deshaun we trust. Not playing. I mean, it's not all right. All joke.
See, just say.
All joke is that was me joking for a while, obviously, but like all in all seriousness, obviously it doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying?
It looked bad, though.
It looks bad. You know what I'm saying? But you're just telling me. I'm being clear. There's only 22 females involved.
No, it's more than that. It's like 24 that are actually suing him.
So that's 24.
But there's like a whole, the New York Times, bro. They don't just stop. Oh, when they drop like, there's 67 in a 17-month period, there's gonna be more.
But is that 66 different massage
therapists? Different.
Okay, different.
67, maybe.
Okay, 66 to 67 different massage therapists, right?
Yeah.
All right, so now
17 months.
Could it be because he had a few run-ins, right? Where maybe he thought he was getting sued, so he's like, bro, you know what? I just don't want to have to deal with anybody, da-da-da-da-da. Plus, he had an injury, right?
Potentially. I mean, he plays football. I mean, so they always have an injury.
No, I mean.
That's like.
Shit, you switched out.
That's like asking if a soccer player got bad feet.
Now, let's be honest. You switched out medical care before for things that you didn't like that medical care provider is doing to you, right?
Okay, but that much?
I mean, you're a professional.
But bro,
what's his contract?
I mean, in a court of law, I get where you're going.
You know what I'm saying?
I get where you're going.
You know what I'm saying?
In a court of law, like, okay, right? I get where you're going in a court of law, but it's like, damn, bro.
But now, no,
like, bro, you're abusing this shit.
Hey, forget
like you going to the well a little too much, bro.
Now, I get.
Well, gonna run dry.
Yeah, but this well is just generated $200 million from the Cleveland Browns.
A whole lot of Fetty.
So now I want you to think about: are you not going to exhaust every option to find the person that you need to take care of this $200 million machine that's a human called Deshaun Watson? That's all I'm saying. I mean, he has to go a little bit different, a little bit harder. This is the only.
Do you remember?
This is the only reason why I'm giving him after you started really cutting down those numbers, and it's just 66 different people, and they're not all accusing him. It's just 60 different.
30% of the people that he went to were suing him.
It's a high percentage. It's a third. It's a third.
Nigga, do you remember when Dabo was talking about him during the draft when he was getting drafted, and he was like, "Oh, he's like Michael Jordan"?
Yeah.
I wonder if he was talking about the bitches.
I mean, shoot, could be.
Because Michael Jordan had what? 30 pagers and 30 cell phones for 30 different hoes in 30 different cities?
Hey, that's why they called him. That's why
the GOAT.
If he wasn't flying them out, he was flying out, and that's why he called him his airness.
When he flew in town, they know what it was.
His airness. His airness is in town. Just flying in town, just dropping buckets. And dropping one off.
Oh, ski.
You got to apply to a man like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, legendary. That's legendary shit.
Yeah, man. But I just think after you told me those numbers, it's a possibility that I'm not saying he's free and clear of all. Maybe those are 1-2. Maybe there, some things could happen to where, hey,
every third masseuse sued him.
Nah, for sure.
Every third.
I think his rookie year he probably went crazy. I think that's what it probably was. I think his rookie year. This is not me being his lawyer no more. You know what I mean? I'm off a lawyer.
You think he just went nuts?
He just
NFL with the NFL shit.
Yeah, but he probably was like.
But why? It goes back to my original thing, bro.
Let me break it down.
Why masseuses?
But why strippers though? Because you're gonna think like a stripper.
I'm saying I would do strippers. They're like. It's fucking Houston.
I feel you, but you hear about the setup game too, so that's a lot different.
Listen, he rolled with security.
So did Benny the Butcher.
I don't know about all that.
You know what I'm saying? Like Benny got pulled up on
in a Walmart parking lot. What he doing in a Walmart parking lot at 2 something in the morning with $2.6 million worth of jewelry on?
Hey,
I might have did it.
Hey, listen.
Just off the strength.
Hey, listen, but Deshaun got a whole lot more than that, so you just got to think.
But not on him.
Probably one of them joints might cost it the way he.
Listen, Deshaun ain't pulling up to no Walmart.
Nah, not
at 2 something in the morning.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, if that is a thing, I don't know. Mind you, I don't know Houston's culture. We're just speaking, like if
I know Houston's culture.
I don't know it like that, so I'm only speaking from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? So, but I am speaking off of just regular shit though. Strippers do set niggas up too. So like, not all strippers, of course. A lot of strippers will play it fair and do what
And that's why you have them on retainer, like lawyers.
Of course. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it might be first year, he just.
What's an apartment in an X3?
Facts.
What's that? What's that in payments a month?
Facts.
2,800, 3,000.
This nigga Deshaun was just wanted to get the 2-for-1 special.
That's where he lost me, because it's just like
that's what I think. It's a 2-for-1 special. It's just like,
yo, bro, like it just don't make sense to me. And if I can't make it make sense in my head, then like, whoa, that's crazy. Because why you gonna put your image, like, all that shit about Michael Jordan didn't come out until after, till he got divorced from Juanita. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, like, you're stupid. Like, Nike ain't gonna touch you, Adidas ain't gonna touch. Like, you gonna have to get a shoe from China. Them the only niggas that's gonna touch you.
He's still touching 200 M's though.
He might lose it.
He'll be all right.
Nah, it ain't gonna. He be all right, because they didn't know about all this other shit. They're saying he lied.
They're not gonna stick with Baker.
They don't say nothing about Baker, but they don't have to pay this nigga all that money. The fuck? All right, watch.
When's the last time they pulled back some money?
The last time they pulled back some money?
From a QB.
From a QB? Michael Vick. Willingly. Took all that shit.
That was a while ago. There's closer to guaranteed money now.
All of that shit is voidable, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? There's morality clauses and all that shit. Like, you're bugging. You're bugging.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna put that out there right now.
I haven't seen it in a while.
For you to argue with me, you're bugging.
I'm saying I haven't seen it in a while. That's Michael Vick it's been a while though.
Yeah, it's been a while, but who's done some wild shit like that?
It's been a few while.
Who? Name one. Name one QB.
Oh no, QB nah. QB nah.
Every other Ray Rice, money gone. All of them other niggas, money gone. Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee, money fucking gone. What are you what do you mean?
Yeah. Domestic shit, yeah. Well, hitting is different though. They ain't really fucking with that at all. They're not fucking with domestic violence at all. You do know that though.
Remember Ben Roethlisberger got suspended
for rape, right? Wasn't it?
Sexual assault. Some ass grabbing supposedly, whipping his dick out supposedly. Pause, who knows, but like he lost his money too, but he's white.
He didn't lose that much money.
He's white, bro.
They let him get back.
He's what? All right.
I said, nah, they let him get back and do his thing in the league though. That's a fact though.
Yeah, they let him get back. But like again, he's white. Niggas can't take that. Like that's the thing that bugs me about this shit, bro. Like he already has shit stacked up against him.
Not facts. It's like
you just put your it's like he has a problem. Like the only way it makes sense in my head is that he has a problem.
Probably. I mean,
I don't know that to be true, but that's the only way I can make it make sense in my head. Is that this nigga's really sick?
Yeah, I mean,
because other than that, why would you fuck up the bag over massage therapist? It doesn't fucking step back. Step back and think about this.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different ways he could have played it. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of different ways he could have played it. But clearly,
nigga, there's a hockey player that was repeatedly skeeting at a bitch and paying her to have abortions, and she willfully did it. Hockey player, a black hockey player. My nigga. Deshaun, this shit could have went so many other directions than 66 massage therapists reported by the New York Times. And to make this nigga sound like a degenerate.
Like I said, he didn't go crazy on 66. It's just that 66 makes it sound crazy though.
It makes it sound crazy? 66 is crazy.
Yeah, no, it is, but it isn't. But because, like I said, him protecting his like actual like money in that aspect, as far as actually getting massages and because what 66 in a year, you have practices, you get
66 different, not 66 massages, 66 different women.
Jesus. That's a lot.
Like,
he has a strict no niggas policy. Straight up.
Like, if you work for like Merrill Lynch and shit like that down here, I don't know about other places. It's a part of your payment package that you get massages at places. Like not just Merrill Lynch, but a lot of financial places down here. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's easy to get 66 massages in a year. Right? There's 52 weeks in a year, and you go twice a year. That's 100.
It ain't easy to get 66 different women.
66 different women?
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, that's strong. That is strong. And it's dominated by women. Don't get it twisted. But
you think it's dominated by women. I just don't like to get touched by dudes.
Yeah. He's probably
There's plenty of male massage therapists.
I don't like to get touched by dudes, too. Maybe he's on that same time, though.
But still, once you find a massage therapist that works, you usually keep them, bro. Like, literally. You got the money to fly them anywhere. So, like, it leaves one thing. The guy is sick. He has a problem, and he needs professional help. Because he's making niggas look bad.
Or maybe there was one, like I said. I'm not trying to make this up, like, because there could be paranoia of something happened before, and then he's just like, I'm not gonna.
But the team supplied him with NDAs. Not NDAs, hopefully, because of sexual shit, but NDAs because
NDAs
so they don't talk about injuries.
I would definitely
hopefully. I don't know.
No, I get that. I definitely would want an NDA if I was a professional player. And the reason why I'm saying that is just because for injury purposes. Just
and betting and all types of shit.
I don't want you talking about none of my injuries, saying I'm going to potentially be sitting out the game, not starting something, right?
Oh yeah.
I want you to talk about.
I know the injury report says this, but really he got this going on.
William Hill doesn't need to know none of that. Respectfully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is really the whole reason for the injury report in itself.
Nah, for sure.
It's for gambling. But still, you know what I mean? Like, that information doesn't need to be leaked out.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, man, like I said, bro, like, I can't think of any, like, and I tried so many times when the light-skinned massage therapist came out and she was crying when he was asking, when describing him, telling her to massage his groin more. I was like, all right, I don't see what the fuck he did wrong here. So if it's 23 girls like you, oh, he's in the clear. Like, y'all bugging. The team set this up. 66 girls, bro, I got to just throw my hands up and be like, yo.
What if he's a strict nigga, don't touch me?
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah?
Mm-mm.
Damn. Sorry. As much as I want it to be, he's not crazy. Not crazy, but he's not, like, sick. I think he's sick. A lot of niggas are sick, though. Like I said, a lot of niggas is fucking disgusting.
Sicko mode?
Easily.
Deshaun Watson out here trapping out the masseuse bandos.
Yo, you heard about girls like quitting their jobs to be full-time girlfriends and wives?
I did see something about that. That shit is kind of crazy.
Like, I don't know any girl. Well, it's like I don't know any girls that would do that, and then I know a bunch of girls that would do that at the same time, fam.
All the girls that don't think that would, I know they would. So
I don't know that most women wouldn't want to be a kept woman at this point.
With these guys,
stay-at-home moms in a fat crib, don't gotta work, just raise kids, drink wine during the day, president of the PTA type shit.
Yep. Nah, a lot of them would do that, honestly. Don't get it twisted. I think a lot.
But you gotta have that bag, though.
No, that is very.
But here's the thing, though. Like,
in today's,
what that entails is a lot. It entails a lot. Like,
yeah.
I like takeout food. I like restaurant food as much as everybody. You know me. I love J's.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, but shit, I can't eat that every day.
Nah, that's true. And, she going to have to learn how to cook that shit, too, and pick it up.
But it's like, the way that society is going at this point, nobody knows how to cook anymore.
No.
Everything is meal prep. Everything is at home chef stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know.
Nah,
it's just different, bro.
Nah, you right. But I mean, I don't know. Actually, I'll take that back. With all these YouTube videos, motherfuckers can't cook if they really want to.
Niggas just watch them shits. They do not act.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they don't act.
Because realistically, all you got to do is watch a few of them videos and watch it thoroughly. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds good.
I've seen a few people get a few recipes.
It sounds good. As easy as Alfredo is, niggas still get the jar. Niggas still buy the jar of Alfredo. As easy as it is to make Alfredo sauce,
I don't think
niggas still buy pre-made Alfredo.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think people know the knowledge that how easy it is, because it's not.
You talking about niggas is watching YouTube, bro? That's just...
No, that has to be a popular like TikTok video, because you could get that done in a few cuts in like 10 seconds.
As easy as it is.
I promise you.
As easy as it is to make red sauce. It's literally tomatoes and garlic and oregano. Like, that's it.
Listen.
Niggas still buy ragu. Like,
or they buy that you're welcome sauce called Prego. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, what's happened, bro?
I mean, honestly, it's because
this is what technology has done.
It's not that just that too, but it's also the work, because the mother and father typically have to go out and work, just like you were talking about, right? For the most part, you know, like the mother and the father, when there's kids at home.
That's how it was when we were kids, and we had to learn how to cook. Even if it was making hot dogs and spaghetti.
No, for sure. But, you know, and, you know, most people didn't do things by scratch because based off of speed. So it's like, oh, I got to feed all 3 of these kids, get them in line and get them at the table. You know, this is what the mom is saying. I got to get them in line.
The blue box of mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese,
hot
dogs, or you are getting the ragu sauce, because all you got to do is boil it, strain it, throw that ragu sauce, shake it up, and here you go, kids. Throw a little something on the side with that, and you're done. Here you go, you ate. You know what I'm saying? So
now, man, yo, you seen the new Uber Eats shit?
Nah, what's going on?
Like, you can get shit from across the country now. Like, you can get shit from like Good Belly. Or Gold Belly, whatever the name of that app / website is, where you can order from websites across the country. Like, I think Uber Eats is doing it now.
Damn, that's kind of sick. Honestly, like,
so like you can get Junior's cheesecake straight from Junior's.
Damn, that's fire.
Without having to walk across the bridge for Puffy to get that Cambodian virgin breast milk.
What if he was like, "Hey, Playboy, I need you to walk to Junior's and get me a cheesecake." Hey, Playboy, I just looked at my Uber app and sent it back, Playboy. Hey, here's my cash app if you want to throw me some bread for that. You know what I'm saying, Playboy? Yeah, take that. Cut me a slice. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but you know what? That is kind of convenient, because there is, like, you know, when some people you can have theme, you know, some people do theme parties and shit like that, so you can probably get all your stuff and, you know, all your catered stuff from a certain place.
You know what?
You know, things like that.
You know what that I'm happy that the pandemic brought was restaurants giving you shit to cook at home.
I was doing that for a while.
Oh my God.
I haven't done it in a minute.
The Jay's macaroni at the crib?
Yeah. You ever heard that's him? That's him.
I thought I was the only person that did this. I didn't see it on TV or nothing, but I would go to pizza shops and ask for dough and like charge me for the pizza, but I'm just gonna make it at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
So, come to my knowledge, that was a thing. I thought I was being cool.
Like, nah, niggas is out here.
Niggas is out here.
Like, oh, you thought you the only one making pie, nigga?
That's a good little. Hey, if y'all don't know though, If you trying to like impress a little shorty or whatever the case may be, you can go get that shit straight from most pizza places. Not like Domino's or anything like that. Like an actual pizza restaurant. Get the dough, get all of that shit. You could probably buy one of the. I bought 2 of them from the pizza place that I go to. The actual things to put in the oven, and just make your pizza at home, and like, you know, jazz it up a little bit. Act like you did something.
And for some reason, if she don't show up early enough, you know, you just make a little video with some Publix dough and buy 2 fire ass pizzas. Voila.
Nah, that shit. Them Publix and Walmart pizzas ain't nothing.
I ain't say go get the Walmart pizza. I say
Walmart's better than Publix. I'll tell you that.
I'm just saying you get the dough, make it look like you use one of their doughs, and actually go buy some exotic pizza, and you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
voila. Ha ha, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's just me playing around. Like, I actually know how to cook. Like, it is actually a cool experience doing that shit though. But you got to do it with her there. You know what I mean?
Nah, you can't give up the sauce, man.
No. Have the sauce pre-made. You know what I'm saying?
You can't give up the sauce.
You dig? Yeah, man. Oh. You been watching the finals?
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Warriors.
It's not. Not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. Isaiah Thomas was talking about Draymond's more focused on podcasting and the fans and stuff like that than the game. I mean, I can kind of see it, but at the same time, like, the game before that, when I guess you could call whatever he was doing balling, like, he was still podcasting the same way. So like, I feel like it's a little unfair that they're using the podcast as like, oh, he's giving away sauce, or he's not focusing because he's focusing on podcasts. But like I said, like, he's been doing that pretty much all year. He's been doing it all year. So, like, what now? Like, he was doing that all through the Memphis series. He was doing that through the Denver series. And they were like thrashing these teams. So
you know the finals. They don't have as much to talk about. So
yeah, you know, sometimes
they're just getting out.
Sometimes, like, as a fan. Sometimes as a fan, you know, like, the news people, I be like, sometimes even as a fan, I'm like, yo, what the fuck do you really know? You know what I mean? Like, maybe the ex-basketball players or whatever the case may be, but it's still a different generation at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, definitely a different generation. The way they got it set up now, it's...
Like, Draymond grew up, like, from when he was probably in middle school, he had social media. Or social media was out. You know what I mean? So, like, he grew up in the social media era. More so than we did. Yeah. I got it when I was an adult. Like, I was already 18 by the time I had social media.
Facts.
So, like, them growing up and them being as open with their private lives and stuff like that, like, that's something that's, like, ingrained in their being. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't think it's that big of a jump for him to be recording a podcast every day.
No,
which it seems like he does. He seems like he gets on every day.
Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't seem like...
I wish I could talk about shit every day. Sometimes it just be like, yo, I need some shit to build up.
I mean, he's contracted, so it kind of already puts a little battery on his back to do it, for one. You know what I'm saying?
But he's the star, so
yeah,
I think he could cut back to twice a week and call it and still be as happy.
Yeah, but at the same time, all the eyes are on you. He hired you for you to be like in these potential positions. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And two, it's not taking more than an hour out of his day. Most likely, he doesn't have to edit it. He don't have to do any of that extra stuff. He just gets in there, records, probably sends it off, or does it live. Through the actual YouTube thing, they rip the audio.
I don't know if he does it live, but
I'm just saying it's potentially. I'm not sure if he does it at all or not. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched it live, but I have seen like the replays and stuff like that. But yeah, if he's just doing, it looks like he's doing it like wherever he's at. So he just gets a little camera or just straight on the computer or the phone and just goes right in. Doesn't seem like it's like the most sophisticated setup. He's just going in, giving content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But like I was saying earlier, it's not looking good for the Golden State Warriors, especially after Al Horford did that shit. Shout out the Florida Gators too, by the way. But especially after Al like jumped down on his leg.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, like if you actually watch it, like he's sitting on the floor, and then he gets on the nigga's ankle and his foot, and stays there. Then Marcus Smart comes in and starts pushing Steph Curry forward, trying to get the ball supposedly. So now Al Horford is on his leg while Marcus Smart is pushing him in the other direction.
You know,
it seemed like a job. You know what I mean? It seemed like they were definitely trying to do that shit. You know me, I like look at people's faces when wild shit happens. I tend to look at people's faces. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To see like the intention. Like, yeah, it looked like they were doing it on purpose because they were like not looking purposely. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were purposely not looking at Steph Curry.
I mean,
and you could see it.
I mean, realistically, if there was anybody that seemed like they wanted to do it, it would probably be Al Horford because he slid his foot under Steph Curry during the jumper and then also landed on his leg. So
yeah, like he was trying to.
If there was anybody out of the team that seemed to be wanting to do it, it's him. Like I can't necessarily try to,
It seemed like there was
slack for that.
It seemed like that there was like a dedicated.
That's all I'm saying.
Like, yo, make it tough. Muck up Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Like it seemed like there was a dedicated plan. Like, yeah.
Nah, but good old Al seems like he's taking it a little bit far. You know what I'm saying? But not even just that though. Because Steph Curry overall did play really well. He balled out.
Him and Clay.
Yeah, he did. They did their thing, right? But to me, Jordan Poole is definitely needs to step up. And even before I want to even go in on there,
Jordan Poole is smoking mirrors, man.
No, for sure. But if the Warriors were to win, what would be the remedy for them to beat the Boston Celtics?
Steph and Clay going nuts.
Just them two?
And Wiggins. They need Wiggins.
Yeah,
like I said, Jordan Poole, to me, he's like smoke and mirrors because he can't really play without space. Without like 2 steps of space that like Steph Curry and all those other guys give him, he's not really doing well when like niggas is guarding him. He can't get shots off like Steph can get shots off.
No,
you know what I mean? Like he can get shots off in space when the court's wide open and the nigga's like a full step. You know what I mean? And you know them niggas ain't gonna try and like foul you while you're taking a jump shot, especially a deep 3. So like, he plays when there's space, like there's practice when he's practice shooting. He plays well. Other than that, I haven't seen him like take advantage of anybody. His handles really ain't that great. He's not that quick. He's not that big. He's not that fast.
Usually he shoots well, but right now he's not. Overall,
these are different cats. Different dudes, fam. Like they're not Denver, who had nobody. They're not Memphis with Ja hurt and all that young guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like I don't know, man. I don't expect to see too much from Jordan Poole. I was calling it the pool party, but I don't see too much from it.
Actually, here for them to win, I think Jordan Poole does have to like hit those open shots. He's had a lot this whole series, right? And actually take those open shots.
Yeah, but he's been dribbling too much.
He's
been trying to.
Yeah.
He's been trying to do too much, and it's like
he doesn't have enough handles to pass.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart.
He doesn't have too many moves.
He's not for the Celtics, at least.
Yeah, listen, man. Marcus Smart is eating his food. Dessert, main course, appetizer, cappuccino after.
That's why, to me, honestly, he should just be getting his buckets off of open jumpers, cutting hard, and then every so often when there's a switch and he has Al Horford or Robert Williams on him, okay, dance a little bit, see if they do a little stumble or get off your center a little bit, and maybe you can knock one down. But other than that, man, just move the ball, quick moves, play like you're back in college, keep it simple. And Kuminga needs to play well, and they need to give him time for sure. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. For sure. That Kuminga needs to definitely get some playing time. You know, just somebody to offset Robert Williams with that athleticism. And, you know, he needs to be like a really good defender and like really be a shot blocker more than anything. That needs to be his first job and his last job.
Robert Williams?
No.
Kuminga? He's not getting that much PT.
He needs it in this series.
Well, you know, I mean, it's still pretty close. It's just 2-1. But yeah, I would assume that
that front line's too big. We need some athleticism. As far as the Warriors.
Yeah, he's super twitchy.
Oh, yeah.
He can jump out the gym.
Oh, facts. And then they're talking about their doing early discussions on the whole CBA.
About what? What about the CBA?
About less games in the league.
Nah, they can't do that. Yeah, niggas got to toughen up. They doing too much now, talking about less games. And less games means less money. And you guys already got, like, private flights. You guys got all this time, all this recovery shit. You guys have, like, minute restrictions, for lack of a better term. Like, I really don't see how Dr. J and them niggas with way worse shoes, you know, commercial flights, buses, all this type of shit, they could play that many games, and now it's different from these guys. I don't know.
I agree, but
it's like an air of like entitled laziness to me. I don't know what it takes to be an NBA player, obviously, but it's just like everybody else played 82 games, and now y'all want, what, 70? Like, come on, fam.
Yeah.
Your numbers are going to be crazy. Like, your numbers are going to be crazy low because you're taking away 12 games. So, I don't know.
That's not even, the craziest part is I'm actually thinking about, it wasn't 9 times out of 10, I think about the financial implications, right? But on this one, I actually think it could affect the whole integrity of the league overall. And I'll explain to you why. The development of these young guys actually gets better for them to have 82 games. Last year, Cade Cunningham. When was he playing well?
At the end of the year. Same thing with Jalen Green.
Exactly. Right? Jalen Green playing well at the end of the year. Last year, Ant-Man and Melo had their battle towards the end of the year. Both of those guys got better, right?
Yeah.
So, if you're taking off all those games, you're essentially making that player older with less knowledge and less stats that they can even put up.
Yeah, taking away. Yeah, you're definitely taking away development.
So realistically, if that actually were to pass, yeah, it's good in the moment to make that happen. But in the actual long run, what nobody's talking about is that will hurt the product.
Yeah, I think it'll hurt the product too, but I know it'll hurt their pocket. It'll hurt their pocket, so I don't. It's one of those. That's another thing. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you do this?
They have this mid-season tournament, and maybe there's additional
mid-season tournament. They're doing that.
Yeah, they're gonna take off games to add a mid-season tournament. Whatever that does.
So now this is a soccer. This is
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
This is like European basketball club. But if that was that, then I hate that they do like halfway shit. Right?
Oh yeah.
If that was the case, then if they're gonna do it like clubs, then there shouldn't have to be a draft. Niggas can just find kids and put them in the system.
Yeah.
Put them in the academy. Like, if they're gonna do that, but like doing this half American, half. That's why like niggas in other countries don't like us, because like Americans want to like Americanify some shit to make it weird.
Oh, all day. That's what America's been all about since day one.
It's like, you know, them niggas that are different, contrarians. Like Americans are like contrarians, but like on a world stage. We're gonna drive on the other side of the road. We're gonna use standard measure, not standard, like inch. What is it? Yeah, standard. Is it standard? Everybody else uses metric. We're gonna, you know, it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shit, man.
Nah, that's the way it is, dog. Like, but I like that mid-season tournament. I really don't know what it's gonna actually prove. What
do they get? Like, what is it? What does it determine? Is it like the wild card seat, a spot? Like, what does it determine? Because
that's the part I couldn't quite find that info.
And shit, if they're gonna do this, they need to. They should change the jerseys. I think the advertiser should be like soccer jerseys, big on the front with the little team crest over the heart.
I'm looking at this Sports Center right now. The same white chick always is out here just saying the worst quotes. It's on mute, and it's just, I could just tell it's a bad quote right now. My bad. It just threw me off real quick. Feeling the vibes, you know what I'm saying? But back to the main point on what we were talking about, bro, is just, yeah, like they need it's going to be a messed up thing for them to do that whole lockout. And it could be a full lockout, by the way. You know that, right? If they don't actually agree this actual offseason.
There's always like a full lockout, isn't there?
Yeah.
Them niggas is always fighting over money.
Yeah, they actually try to say this one thing, too, because Jay Williams was like, yeah, man, the intensity of that season when one of my first years, we had like a little lockout, came in, and it was intense. You know, everybody had to, I was like, yeah, that's cool. But what happens is your rookie year gets robbed. This next rookie year gets robbed. Y'all keep getting robbed these years, and y'all going to be half as good. as you're supposed to be when, it's like 6-7 years already in. It's just what it's going to be. All day, every day. Stanley Cup Finals 2-2. Winning this one.
Yeah, ain't shit on when niggas is talking about hockey.
Oh, yeah. Super trash.
But that's what summertime TV is like.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Summertime TV is like baseball, game shows, and fucking soap operas. Ain't shit on.
And
now, you better thank God. You guys better thank God. Like, thank God for Netflix and
Amazon
stuff and Amazon and fucking Apple TV and these fucking streaming services, because Jesus Christ, man. No growing up as a kid, summertime, dog, especially if you were staying at home, bro, there was shit on TV.
Bad, bro. It was horrible. And then they really tried with those TNT movies and TBS movies, though.
Oh, man. I think I done seen, The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy about 100 times. I done seen Meteor Man about 100 times. I done seen... I can't tell you how many times I done seen The Land Before Time. And, just all these movies, because there was, literally shit to do.
Yeah.
Living in Florida, shit's hot.
Nah, yeah, so you had to stay...
real hot.
I remember the first time I used to always watch, a lot of movies a lot. I used to watch, not Lethal Weapon, but it was, Beverly Hills Cop. I would always,
Beverly Hills Ninja.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely would watch that. American Ninja.
I seen, 6 of them. I don't know how many they made, but I done seen 6 of them shits.
You know what I'm saying? That was a good one.
The Michael Dudikoff films.
Yeah, I used to rewatch those all Saturdays. Then there was just one movie, ended up watching that was just collecting dust. I got it for my birthday. And when I scooped it up, and actually...
Yo, I hated getting movies for my birthday or Christmas or shit like that.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Because I feel like you could have eventually got it, seen it, and just kept it moving. But on this one, I slept on it for a whole, 2-3 years. Never opened it. Maybe I shouldn't have opened because it was the
Which movie?
Star Wars New Hope on VHS.
Star Wars New Hope. That's, the first one?
Yeah. Bro, collected dust for years. Never washed it. In its plastic. Summertime, Saturday, nothing on. I'm like, you know what, man? I gotta watch something. This is out of hand. And there's nothing on. It's hot outside, like you said. Put that thing on. Ended up being a good movie. I was like, all right,
Yeah, I mean, it's a space soap opera, so some wild shit going on in that movie, though.
Nah, for sure.
Yo, the 70s and the 80s was a wild era in entertainment. The type of shit that they were having in the movies and in music. I remember the other day, a few years ago, DJ Envy was doing his mix. Mm-hmm. And he had like Belle Biv DeVoe or some shit like that, and he was playing one of their old songs, and in the song he was like, "Yo, underage something," yeah, they were fucking with underage girls. It was just like, whoa, bro.
Yeah, nah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
Like
that's
right in
wild.
The song. And I was just like, whoa, statutory rape much?
Hey, listen, that late 80s, early 90s, man, that's what it was all about.
Oh, man, earlier than that, niggas was slapping hoes in movies like crazy.
Oh, no, that was
like dog. I was like, whoa, niggas is just slapping bitches. Like, shut up. Like, what the fuck?
It was a part of the acting.
Bro, it was
national
ridiculous.
TV too.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, man. The type of shit they were doing in movies and in music, bruh. The type of shit they were just letting fly.
Yeah, I remember that too, bro. Because it was the Wild Wild West back then. That's why everything was just letting go.
Yeah, everything, bro. It was nuts. Niggas didn't give a fuck about nothing.
Hell nah. It was like, hold on, open season, let's go.
Yeah, man. Like, these rock stars were, like, openly smashing 15, 16-year-old girls on tour.
Bro. He was like, hey, Phil, bring your daughter. Like, Jesus.
Dog, it was ridiculous, man.
Bro, like I said, it was madness back then. It was
open season. It was open season.
It was madness back then, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, now, man.
And they were idolized, which is crazy.
Like, bro, the whole 90s need to be Me Too'd. The 80s and the 90s.
You'd erase like half.
No one's going to talk about that, but like the whole 80s and 90s need to be Me Too'd.
You'd erase.
Need to be inclusive.
You'd erase half of like freaking Apple's catalog that they get paid from.
Apple?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what Apple has. I really don't know what Apple really has other than Severance. And like that Samuel L. Jackson show.
No, I was just talking about more on like news again. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
She out here talking cash shit. Yeah, for real. Softball chicks.
Low key, guys, if you're in college, find yourself a softball player, especially the straight ones. You'll be glad you did.
Or a volleyball chick.
Volleyball chicks be having like weird big ass shoulders sometimes, bro.
Oh yeah, depending on their position.
It'd be weird, but the softball girls, they be the thick girls low key.
Factoid. That
end up being like Instagram models after college with Fashion Nova contracts and shit like that. And like college basketball players.
Yeah, man. Nah, they like every time I used to pull up to different colleges, I went to one myself, but like every time I used to pull up to different colleges, because some of the girls at my colleges just wasn't that. I ain't even gonna sit there and hold you. Like, it just wasn't always it. Sometimes it was though. Sometimes
it depended on the type of girls you like. You feel me?
Nah, I think it was dependent on the semester. You know what I'm saying?
What do you
mean? To be fair, summertime wasn't the best because there wasn't that many people up there. But but if you catch it like around,
but I'm not talking about summertime though.
Yeah, no, you just gotta catch around football season is like prime time.
You mean spring?
Yeah. Like,
it's all right. Yeah, spring's cool.
Well, spring.
Or actually, no, football's fall.
Fall. I'm saying around fall. It's just
that's the first semester.
First semester fall. It's usually the best time.
I mean, college in general, fall or spring, there's tons of girls there.
Oh yeah, facts.
But like depending on the college and the area you go to, is like
what you're gonna have to deal with.
Is what you're gonna have to deal with. So like, I mean, like if you go to Florida, just know there's gonna be like a lot of white girls.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's what it is. If you want like bad black chicks, you go to like FAM and Bethune. You know what I mean?
Or just a HBCU.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's be one of those type of movements. You know what I'm saying?
HBCUs are cool. I think I went to FAM in high school before, like for some shit. It was pretty dope. I ain't gonna front, but I still ended up going to Florida though.
Say, I need the white bitches. Nah, I'm playing.
Crazy about HBCUs is like white people go to them shits for free. They're the minorities.
You were there during the Tebow times, right?
Where, Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. Tebow. I was there during the Tebow and Noah and Al Horford era. So, like, it was just championships back to back to back to back.
So, you know, you were there. So, you witnessed, like, the greatest sliced white bread ever?
What?
Like, greatest thing since sliced bread.
What? Tebow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool. You know what I mean? I saw him on campus a couple of times. I had a class with Noah, like some African studies class. He was like, Noah was like, you know, the mixed guy that's like super black.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not like in a bad way, but I think his dad is African. His dad is French for sure, but I don't know if he's like of African descent. Potentially, more than likely. Most black people in France are like straight African. So like he leaned heavy into the African side. Like super into the African side. But he had a white chick.
Little Tariq Nasheed.
What?
Nah, little Tariq Nasheed, because he got caught like hollering at a white girl the other day.
Who's Tariq Nasheed?
He's like one of those like woke black like YouTube activist kind of guys or whatever like that. So like it was funny as hell because he got caught.
I don't know them niggas.
Yeah, if anything, it's kind of like a Dr. Boyce Watkins kind of, you know. Yeah, you would have to look it up, but if you ever see like somebody's, you know, like pre-pandemic always speaking on like one of those like
relationships and all that type of shit, or
relationships and politics and woke kind of topics, you would see them for sure. And they're always either debating people or on the Breakfast Club, like on one of those interviews. So you would always see those guys. It was just funny though. Like I did see him like holler at a white girl, and then he was just getting shit for it. I was just like, yeah, these shits happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this shit's funny.
Shit happens every day, B.
Every day. When his ass get on, he leave you.
Mm-hmm. You know it.
When you get on, he leave your ass for a white girl.
Yeah, he called it early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely called that early, man.
I don't know what that's about either. I mean, I ain't really get on like that yet. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna leave my chick once I get on, you know, and get a Becky.
Yeah, like
I doubt it, but you never know. Like it might be like a whole kit that you get once you get on.
Better credit. And shit?
Better credit. No, a white chick.
I don't know.
A house in the Hollywood Hills.
I mean, I think some white girls like younger, but to me it's like, no. Just don't really.
I mean, there's bad women of every race and
for sure,
color and all of that shit. But I don't know. I never really put serious thought into it.
Yeah, what's the correlation of success and like always want? I don't know. Maybe it's some weird thing of like just need that. I guess I don't know. You need a baddie either way. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
Like that's definite. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%. Yo, I wanted to talk to you about this. I don't know if you saw this though, right? Geico was ordered to pay $5.2 million to a woman who claimed she caught STD during sex in a car. Car insurance. She had sex in a car. Supposedly caught. I don't know what the fuck she caught. But yeah, she caught something in a car, and that I'm guessing that was a car insurance claim. $5.2 million. Yeah, it's kind of strong. That's super strong. I like niggas is manipulating the laws in ways that I had no clue was possible. Whoever thought that? Yeah, it's great that this is like great black movie is coming back and this, that, and the third. And then there was like this post that like all the guys who star in The Best Man all were married to white women or dated white women. Like every guy in the movies was dating or like married to a white woman.
Yeah,
that shit was hilarious. It was hilarious and sad, but it was still hilarious at the same time.
Black excellence,
right? Like I thought that was wild. But you know, Hollywood is one of those places.
I'm not even gonna lie. Every time I hear The Best Man, not to throw off a serious subject, but every time I hear it is, you know, what was it? Mace is writing books like The Best Man from Cam.
Oh,
every time like I hear The Best Man, like I just hear that one.
Mace
line.
And Beth.
He's like, Mace is writing books like The Best Man. Every time. I don't know why. But no, The Best Man, though, and that is kind of crazy. It was a good movie, too. Like, actually,
I've never seen The Best Man.
I actually seen it one time.
Ahead and say that.
It was basically The Wood / something else.
The Wood was good, but I've never seen The Best Man.
It was mixed in with nearly the same type of people, you know what I mean? mixed in with, I think, who's that dude that Jamie Foxx was clowning one time, man?
I know Morris Chestnut is in both, I think.
Morris Chestnut's in both. The first Iron Man, what's his name?
Terrence,
I think, was in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, I don't think Terrence was in The Best Man. I mean, he's in The Best Man, but he's not in The Wood.
Yeah, he's not in The Wood. I never say he's in both. I'm saying Terrence was definitely in that movie, though.
Oh, okay.
Terrence was in that movie. No, it was a nice little cast, but damn, you're right. All those guys definitely did have white girls, though. I do kind of remember that being kind of a thing.
Tay Diggs got a white girl. I can't remember who else is in The Wood.
I mean, you just got to let them be kings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to like, honestly, at the end of the day, people are going to like who they're going to like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but I just thought it was funny.
It is kind of funny, though. I'm not going to sit there and not laugh, but hey, it happens, you know? Like I said, you can't tell them who to like, who not to like, and at the end of the day, too, like there's a lot of different, you know, a lot of different hues out there. A lot of different
fish in the sea.
A lot of different fish in the sea. A lot of different personalities. A lot of different hues out there. You know, there's somebody for anybody, honestly, out there. So I don't really even sweat all that. But at the same time, the fact that there is a saying kind of makes it like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think honestly, like, anytime there's a saying means that it is kind of a thing, right? Like, some sayings are ridiculous and obviously it's not real, but like most sayings kind of have some type of like realistic, like, I want to say most sayings really have some realistic truth to it. Kind of like every joke has a truth, like every joke has some type of truth to it. Mm-hmm. So people kind of always put that together. So to me, I would say certain sayings, certain folktale sayings too, have a little bit of truth to it.
Which ones in particular are you talking about?
Even what you were saying, when you get on, you leave your ass for a white girl. It's kind of like a newer folktale kind of thing. It's like, hey, when you get successful, it was a trend for a good while. Now it's not so much. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like it's the go-to move of successful black men, in my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. What do you think, though? Like,
you know what? I think it's still happening.
It's still happening, but
I still think these white queens is winning.
I think it's died down a little bit.
You do?
No, white women still like really like black men. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah, but of course.
But like we're not.
That's never going to change.
Yeah, that's not going to change. But I'm not even speaking on that. I'm more speaking on just like the actual, like, you know, they're actually dating, blah blah blah. You know,
it's way more common. I'll say that.
It's way more common on just like a organic level. It doesn't feel like it's, yo, as soon as I get successful, as soon as I get,
niggas is dating white girls before that.
Yeah,
niggas is dating white girls when they bummy now, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's why I feel like that's been happening too. You know, the dirty sneaker white chick or whatever. Like, there's definitely a lot of those out here.
1000%.
You know, like, and also I think it's part of their surroundings too. Like, whatever they're surrounded with, if that's what, just, you know.
I mean, like, I think you know what? I think because hip hop is like the most commercially successful music genre. Mm-hmm. Also, so like, a lot of these hip hop artists are black. I think a lot of these younger white girls, white women are introduced to black culture at an earlier age. So I don't think it's that big of a jump for them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely do. It's just a quicker, easier transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the way they have it all set up, man. Let's see.
It's weird. It's a weird one for sure. Like, yeah. Speaking of white people, you know those back to the PPP loans, man. I think they're on like HGTV or whatever. The Chrisleys, they frauded out the government. They're facing like 30 years. I hope they get at least as bad as what happened to the dude from Pretty Ricky. You feel me? If they defrauded the government for so much money, they should get at least his sentence. If they can face a maximum of 30, you know, white people usually don't get the max.
Oh, I mean, he turned himself in, right?
Who?
The dude from Pretty Ricky?
Yeah, he had to.
Yeah, he turned himself in.
He had to. He bought a little too many Lambos.
Yeah, that chain was also wildly ridiculous. It honestly looked like somebody's whole a grown man's torso. I'm sitting there like, it's over. He had to literally like, just the way this shit's set up, man. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, but, like, how can you, like, decide to fraud out that much people and just be cool with it?
I don't know. The scammers have a different heart, because I couldn't just willfully take somebody's money. But doing the government, you know, it's not that bad. Like, most people, when you hear, oh yeah, they defrauded the government, you know, the government taking niggas' money, taking niggas' money on a humbug for like 40 years now.
No, for sure, but like, okay,
you know, niggas didn't used to pay taxes back in the day.
Yeah, because there was no, it was a barter system, wasn't it?
Nah, it wasn't even a barter system. I'm talking about like in like the 1900s, like 19. I don't want to be for sure, but like right before World War I, niggas didn't pay taxes. I could be wrong. History buffs don't kill me. But like I said, before World War I think niggas didn't pay taxes. They started paying taxes to pay for the war. They started having taxes to pay for the war. And the government just decided to keep them. Even though we weren't in war. They were just like, oh, no, we can do this. So they just decided to keep taxes.
That's crazy.
So, like, when niggas defraud the government, to me, it's not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's definitely not, because it's definitely not a lineup for, you know, even doing anything effective typically when, you know, when people try to line up against that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but just, man, defrauding the government. I wonder, like, what part
they're bold, I'll say that.
But, like, I'm wondering who in the government affected overall, you know what I'm saying? Because I get to, like, fully read a long article to where, like, yeah,
I don't know who it affects, but like,
you know what I'm saying?
Niggas is paying crazy amounts for war stuff, and you know what I mean? Like
bottom feeders right now.
Like, yeah, bro. So like I think the government could stand to lose a couple of dollars.
Oh yeah. The government could
in the hopes of keeping their constituents happy and stuff like that.
Oh no, that's a fact. But the way the government's set up, I mean, that bankroll is unlimited, so no concerns there. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Not in the.
I mean, they literally print money.
Yeah, like it's not worried about the money part with them. It's just more like, damn, they tried, you know what I mean? And you would look at them, you would never guess. But lo and behold, blue crowd.
You know, it's the government. The government been doing some wild shit, in my opinion, at least since Kennedy. That's when you know what I mean? Like, that's when shit was really getting wild.
Man, yeah.
Kennedy, Martin Luther King, like the government, you know, niggas is some wild niggas, man. U.S. government don't play. FBI, CIA, all of that other stuff, they don't play.
Not at all. Like that. That's why I was just wondering. I was like, when I seen that, I was like, y'all too? Y'all ain't gonna survive about 30 seconds in there. Talking about how long? Those aren't days. Said años. Oh man, it's over.
Shit. Who you got? I've been meaning to ask you who you got in the series. We never really discussed it.
overall in the series.
Given the new information, not like who you thought at the beginning. Given this new information.
All right, no injuries. Because I haven't seen Jordan Poole play well besides the game at home.
You think Boston?
I'm thinking closer to Boston, but I feel like the Warriors can easily still pull it out. But it's going to have to take a consistent Jordan Poole and a consistent Klay Thompson along with Steph.
I don't know, man. I've been seeing Steve Kerr have that crazy look that he be having when he don't know what the fuck be going on, and he be twitching and shit, and don't know what to do with his face.
Oh yeah,
he's been doing that. He's been doing that the past 2 games. So even when they were winning, he was doing that. So like, honestly, I don't know, fam. I think Steph could pull it out, but at the same time, dog. Jaylen Brown, I think, wants that championship. I think he's tired of everybody saying Jason Tatum is the superstar and he's like Robin. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Jaylen Brown has definitely been like, he should be 1A, but they keep letting him be like 1-3. Like they act like he's 1B, 1C. But no, he's definitely a 1A player. And yeah, it's just a marketable thing about Tatum.
Like I said, I think it's because Tatum's light skinned. But like Jaylen Brown was the one.
I think it's that Muslim thing that you said.
Yeah, it's Muslim and he's not light skinned. So I think Jaylen Brown, they're definitely not marketing him. And I think it's a little biased. I think it's a little colorism. Just a little bit.
But on Donda, he gonna be all right?
You think so? You think Kanye is going to do right by these guys?
I mean,
I don't know if Kanye had anything to do with getting Aaron Donald all that money, but he probably could take credit for it.
Oh, yeah. He definitely could take credit for it. 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there is something I did forget to bring up last time. You remember the Nintendo World?
Yeah, what about it?
I believe now they have like a little action park by itself, and it's supposed to be like with Mario. It's like a Mario World by itself.
Okay, that's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody our age grew up with Mario and stuff like that. I mean, kids today grew up with Mario, but not the same.
So, like, yeah, like, you know how you jump up and hit the box and things come out?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing over there.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's, like, literally interactive and all that stuff. So you'll, like, and I think you have, like, certain tiers and sections and things like that to where if you have the second key, you can hit this one and it'll pop up with this. And, it becomes, like, a big thing. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool.
That's what's up,
it looks
man.
really cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mario's been a favorite for like 40 years now.
Oh yeah.
So like I've been meaning to go to one of the Nintendo parks ever since I found out about them. I thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We've been talking your ears off for about 2 hours now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's been a long one.
It's been a long one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for episode 10. A lot of wild, crazy hijinks.
DS. Episode DS coming soon.
All right, y'all. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.